footsteps on the roof. There's a twinkle in my eye. I hear footsteps on the roof.
How is everybody doing today? Welcome to episode number 5 of Year Round Tree, the Christmas all-year cast. I am here with my lovely wife and co-host, Lizzie.
Hey.
Who did not want to do the introduction today for some inexplicable reason.
I didn't. I wasn't even sure what show we were
I
doing
think
at the
it's
moment,
always
so.
better when we're starting off on the Lizzie foot, because my foot is, in fact, large and angry.
I don't think it is, though.
But it is going to be, I believe, Monday. Is this the last day in 2018 when this is coming out?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
December 31st.
Yep.
New Year's Eve.
And this is the official beginning of the year-round Christmas season, as opposed to the standard Christmas season.
You have all given up on Christmas by now, but not us. Oh no, not us.
Nope. The fun is just beginning here on the year-round tree.
Oh, it is. It's just beginning, all right. We've got another 365 of these. Well, so I'm sitting here enjoying my eggnog challenge.
Oh, good Lord, what is that?
Well, the eggnog challenge is, you know how like they have the milk chug challenge where you have to do a whole gallon of milk?
Nope.
Well, but my goal is I just have to do it by the end of the show.
Oh, God.
A gallon of eggnog.
So, if Nick, you just hear him running off to excuse himself.
I may.
Oh, God.
Who knows what's going to happen?
That's horrifying.
Even knows, Liz?
See, I just went straight for it, and I am having a screwdriver, but it's a festive screwdriver because it's got the juniper flavor because I'm using gin instead of vodka because vodka. And
what is juniper?
I've got some spices.
Is that a tree?
Too. Yeah.
I'm assuming you said gin, and it's got the flavor of gin, and that's tree flavor.
Yeah.
That's how I know it is.
And
it's tree
some orange
flavor.
juice and some spices. It's good.
Spices in a screwdriver?
Yeah, I was trying to make it festive, so I threw in some nutmeg and clove and shit.
I don't know that works. It's a fruity, like fruit and clove?
Yeah, it's just like a spiced cider, only, with gin.
No, citrus is not apple. All right.
I mean, you're saying it, but I'm drinking it, so.
At least you've got a festive outfit on.
All right.
Yeah, what I'm not sure what you were going for. Is this like the opulence of the new year? Is what you're trying to portray?
I think that the new year should be rung in with some bling.
Here's the thing. I want to know where you even find a baby bunny shawl anymore. Like, I thought PETA had run out all the furriers from town.
Oh, you gotta go thrifting for that stuff, man.
I guess.
That's popping tags.
I mean, is it real fur, at least?
I don't. It's whatever was at the thrift store, honestly. That's how
real.
I roll. Well, you've got this crazy guitar sweater thing happening here. Those actual playable strings there?
Playable strings?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's try.
Oh, snap. That's awesome.
I guess a fat body has a lot of resonance, so you win. Anyways, so we'll stop belaboring it. The show's already going to be longer than normal, I imagine.
Oh, because you've got a doozy. Doozy of a movie.
I have so many things to say about this. And for anyone who doesn't know, I do not care about spoilers. A good movie is a good movie, whether or not you know how it ends. So if you don't want to know how it ends, piss off.
I mean, this is the guy that figured out The Sixth Sense like 5 minutes into The Sixth Sense, and then
oh no, I'm pretty sure I walked into the theater going, he's gonna be dead.
So
I heard the trailer. Oh, so he's dead. Like, you laid it out for me in the trailer. Regardless,
anyways,
we talk about Christmas stuff on here.
Yeah,
and Netflix.
Yeah, they are
This
all
Christmas,
about, like, let's make some crazy Christmas movies because we can't let Hallmark have all that market share there.
Yeah, which is the first point. So we're talking today about the Christmas Chronicles.
The Christmas Chronicles, that's right.
Came out in 2018.
Yep.
As far as I know, it did not exist before this year.
This year. And I mean, to start out with, it is Kurt Russell as Santa Claus.
It's the only redeeming quality of the movie.
There's something awesome about that in itself.
This movie was terrible. Absolutely god awful.
Well, to be fair,
it is carried entirely by Kurt Russell's charm.
To be fair, you don't like Hallmark movies, but yeah, I'm not gonna say that's entirely
which is exactly
inaccurate.
that's point number one. We haven't even gotten past the credits, and all my notes go is, did Netflix just call Hallmark and rent their people? Did they just say, let's rent the entire department? Which lines up nicely for what I believe is my next statement. Was it a bait and switch to get Kurt Russell into a Hallmark movie? Was this a goal someone had, said, you know what, I've got a bet that we can't get Kurt Russell into
to do a
Hallmark movie.
Here's how we do it.
So this is the bait and switch we do to make it happen.
We'll tell him it's Netflix. And then, I mean, and to be fair, they're working real hard to, like, make him cool. They're like, Santa's got a leather jacket on.
Santa always had a leather jacket on.
Oh, I suppose it was kind of a suede-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which is, I think, my biggest problem with this movie. They really played fast and loose with what Santa Claus is.
Okay, go on. How
or did
so?
they? The whole movie's a bait and switch.
It is, I know.
It is a poorly constructed film.
You were so annoyed.
It plays on every Christmas movie trope fucking imaginable.
So annoyed with Santa being not so jolly there at the beginning.
Yeah, no, it pisses me off. Santa doesn't get to yell at little kids.
And I'm like, he's trying to make them, like, recognize that they're responsible.
It's not relevant. That's not Santa's job. You send the Krampus to do that shit. Santa is jolly. Santa is not allowed to have a mean bone in his body.
Well, he didn't. He maybe had that one mean bone, but
and
all
we
the rest of them were fairly
and we
jolly.
do get to find out at the end of the fucking movie that it was all some big master plan.
See.
And if that was the worst that this movie had to offer, was just the whole thing being a stupid plot.
Oh, but it gets more awkward, doesn't it?
It's worse.
Oh gosh.
Let's follow through on some of these, okay?
Okay.
All right. So first thing I want to say, and you disagree with me on this, I really wish they would have got Jerry O'Connell to play the dad as opposed to a Jerry O'Connell knockoff.
I just don't understand what the appeal of Jerry O'Connell as a dad is. Like, I just think, oh, it's that guy from Sliders. Like, why do I want him to be my dad?
I think it's Vern from Stand By Me.
In any case, still not a guy I want to be my dad.
Yeah, that's the guy you want to be your dad.
Okay.
He was in Stand By Me.
No.
That's the mark of a good actor.
So you're saying Will Wheaton's a good actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
By virtue of being in that movie.
Okay.
I don't care if he never did anything with the rest of his worthless, hateful career.
He did Wesley Crusher named.
Yeah, and I know, and this is not a Star Trek podcast. And
Okay,
I'll
sorry.
thank you kindly to remember that.
All right, fine. I'll back
You
down.
get your mom and your brother for that shit.
All right, I'll
D&D
back down.
kid, we watch real sci-fi.
Oh, come on.
None of that soft soap stuff.
Oh, good gravy.
Anyways, so
Okay.
we don't get to know how the dad dies
Well,
until a third of the way through the movie. Now, mind you, this isn't for lack of mentioning it.
I mean, he's a fireman.
How many times? Okay, so they should just address it and move past it.
Well, no, we're
They
just supposed
literally-
to operate under the assumption that he died
Liz,
in
that's
the way
fine.
that
That's
firemen
fine.
tend
But
to,
you don't need to bring it
unfortunately.
up in every piece of dialogue that, oh, dad's not here. Oh, dad died. Oh, I forgot dad's dad. Like, all of the things, like, they keep bringing it up that dad died with no payoff until a third of the way through the movie. Why did dad have to go into that fire yet? Like, no shit, we already knew it. If this is going to be a plot point, you better have a better developed story than that.
Well, they had
He
to.
went and he saved this girl, and now that girl's got a new lease on life, but we lost our dad, and let's have complex emotions about it, not just dad died.
They have to drive home the family motto.
What's the motto have to do with it? If they really drove through the family motto, he'd still be here.
How does that work?
Because you go all the way through.
Well, no, he saw it through, and his job was to get the people out.
Yeah, and he would have saw it through to living.
Oh, well,
His
okay.
job as a dad is now unfinished. Way to see it through, homeboy.
Jeez.
Ruin your fucking kids' lives because you had to see it through for somebody else.
Well, it was weird to me that whole thing happened in front of a church. Like, why is there just a random church moment in this movie? Like, they're not even playing a church song from the church.
Liz, they went and they got the Hallmark people.
Could have been coming from anywhere. Could have been like a shop window or a Santa on the court or a kid's boombox. Like, why did it need to be a church? This is so random to me.
Okay. Now, by the way, folks, so as much complaining as I've done, we're not even through like the first 5 minutes of movie. So there, you have your brother and your sister fighting, which is nothing new. That's a good setup. Like that's how you develop.
Christmas movie, family harmony.
Yeah.
You have to start out. You have to have an arc.
And
So
they don't, but neither of them wants to tattle on each other, or he makes that moment where he decides not to ruin Santa Claus for her,
right.
and then she has that moment where she decides to be a good sister and not tattle on her brother
They're not too far gone.
for boosting fucking cars.
Yeah, that's probably something
Like he's
you
out
should
stealing,
actually
he's
tell
out
your
stealing
parents
cars.
about. So he doesn't get shot
It's not like
by
it's
the
like
police who are trying to arrest him.
It's not like he's out papering houses or setting off cherry bombs. No, he's stealing people's cars.
Yeah, that is pretty hardcore stuff.
Yeah, like that. It's not like
that's not like your wayward child. That's actual criminal activity.
That's not petty crimes. That's like you're going to do time.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a line in this movie. Okay. And it's done by that lady that you say is from Father of the Bride.
Yeah.
I don't know her from that.
Well, they have 10 minutes to establish like this is a mom. She's trying really hard, and we really need you to like her.
And I don't watch
feel
Hallmark
sorry
movies
for
other than-
her, and want things to go well for her. So you get Kimberly Williams. 'Cause
I
she's
don't.
the
She
daughter
looks
from
strung out on
Father of the
pills.
Bride. No, she looks like she's had work done,
Oh, way
possibly
too
too
much.
much.
She also looks like she can't act in that line. What the hell? It starts out with Dad would have had this place done by now or whatever. Their dad would have never let this happen. Whatever it was the most canned line I've ever heard in my time. The dialogue in 90% of this movie stuff. Literally, the only redeeming dialogue in this movie is Kurt Russell.
I mean, it definitely starts out slowly dialogue-wise because it's just the kids playing off each other, and then the mom's playing off the kids for like maybe 5 minutes. I mean, I swear she's in this movie for like 7 minutes tops.
She's in this movie only long enough that we know they have one surviving parent.
Basically,
okay?
yeah. These kids are not technically on their own. The CPA will not be called. That's not a plot point. Okay, move on.
Although maybe they could because she did leave them alone on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
so she
come
could go
on.
Whatever.
He's probably like 16 or something.
He's not that old. He's like 13 or 14.
Oh, no. I'm not buying that.
He has to be. He can't drive yet.
Well, he's not old enough to drive, but he could be 15. Obviously, he knows how.
Well, no. If he was old enough to drive, Liz, he would be... It's 14 a lot of places. He could be 14, maybe 15.
Nah, fair point.
So, you also follow the montage in the beginning of the movie, and they kind of lay out how old he is.
I guess
But we
that's
won't
true.
go there.
Okay.
All right, so... They really want us to know Dad died. I repeat this. They keep bringing it up.
And the motto.
Oh, my God.
How many times do they say the motto? Like
I don't know.
bunch
Way
of
more than
times.
necessary.
Yeah.
Like they were not laying a trail of breadcrumbs to follow.
They're just like loaves.
they they seriously just brought in a bread paver. Like we thought we should have story and dialogue here, but why don't we just pave
Follow the yellow bread
pave
road.
the outline? Okay. No, here's another one. Okay, so you would think
Yeah.
when they have this brilliant plan for how she sees that in this video she had of Mom and Dad's last Christmas.
Right.
She sees the hand and caught it on video. And now she's got this brilliant plan for how they're going to catch Santa. And you would think that having proof that Santa Claus is real is its own reward.
Not for these kids.
No. We get a gazillion hits.
Right. Well, I mean, it's a 2018 movie, babe. You gotta get the
But so in
YouTube angle in
2018,
there.
proving Santa Claus exists is not as important as YouTube fame.
Apparently, yeah. That's,
Like
that's the
literally,
angle they're going
there'd be
for.
historic documents for you for all of time, and that's not enough. You
Nope.
need to have those hits.
Yep. Got to push the envelope. Oh, and they have to let the girl have her empowering moments, Nick.
There were
where
plenty
she,
of those.
like, runs out into the night and jumps off of really high stuff, doing really dangerous stunts for pretty much no reason.
Those were my not, like, I didn't really bother with those pieces. Like, I get it. We want girls to do badass things, and I would rather they show the girl being badass as opposed to, like, her making a big speech about how badass she is.
This is true. They did a good job of that.
Yes. I'm not against my daughter having role models that kick ass.
Okay, fair enough.
Shout out to Lori Petty, wherever you are. Okay. Now, I guess this is going to be part of the big reveal at the end, maybe.
Okay.
Why is Santa Claus sometimes fast and sometimes slow?
Well,
How did they catch him on camera
because
when they know, like, when he moves, like, in and out of the house? Like, clearly we watched him move, but sometimes he was just standing and walking too.
Santa reasons
Likes to be inconsistent.
plot armor.
Oh, wait, but that's true. We find out at the end of the movie that the whole thing was a giant ruse to make the boy believe in Santa.
He was the last of a line of true believers, and he didn't believe. We had to fix that, Nick.
I guess.
Yeah. Had to take care of that.
So he was lying, which does, by the way, answer the question that I had when he makes a point to say, oh, I don't have my hat. I can't do magic things. Well, because the magic is in my hat.
And then he does a bunch of magical stuff, like, throughout the entire
Yeah, he
movie.
continues to pull gifts out of his jacket for who knows what reason.
Yeah. Well, he's not above bribery, So.
He's not above pretty much anything. I mean, they boosted a car. I mean, it was already stolen, but they still stole it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if there are anything that I do like, I did think the 1950s sleigh was pretty sweet. It's got like that 1950s sci-fi feel.
Yeah, no, it was pretty. It was. There were some very cool design elements in what they did.
Obviously, we're Christmas people, so I also really liked the whole, Christmas spirit is the reset in the world.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like without that month of people kind of being nice to each other, the world would just descend into chaos.
And I mean, I feel like that might be a little bit of an oversimplification, but yeah, I can appreciate that.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was impressive. So, yeah, my least favorite part of the movie.
the musical number in the jail.
No. That actually isn't my least favorite part of the movie. My least favorite part of the movie is the fact that Santa Claus was a dick to kids. I repeat that.
Really?
Santa Claus cannot be an asshole to kids.
I feel like he wasn't really an asshole, though. I feel like he was just saying, "You guys screwed up, and I'm not going to let you."
He's
forget."
not, but that's the point. He's not allowed to do that. Santa doesn't teach lessons.
Okay.
Santa is not your parent. That's never been the case.
Well, yeah, I did feel like maybe they were trying to throw him into like an Obi-Wan sort of position in this particular.
No, he was.
film.
He was trying to fill the place of dad throughout the whole movie. There's even a few wink and the nod moments about like your dad, and yeah, it was pretty something or other.
Okay.
We're still having like 20 minutes in the movie. I think all the real notes are within the first half hour. So.
Right, because you were just so flabbergasted.
Yeah. Now
This was his second attempt to watch this movie, mind you. Like he got 20 minutes in the first time and just like I can't
think it was my third
do
or
this
fourth.
right now.
So, anyways, the big like establishing scene for what the world is like is that he walks into a restaurant and tries to prove that he's Santa. Okay, and everyone in the restaurant does what you expect them to be. They're awful.
Yeah,
Okay,
they are generally awful people.
like we think he kidnapped these kids despite there being no sign the kids are kidnapped, or like he offers to trade the guy for something that he really wants for his Porsche just to get a car, and his wife rips it up and calls him a bum. Like literally everyone in that restaurant was a dick to Santa.
Pretty much, yeah.
Even if he was a homeless guy, like those people suggest, treating him like shit is not what you should do.
Right, yeah, they did not have
They're
the
all-
Christmas spirit at all.
They're all awful people. And if
In that
anything,
way.
2018 has shown us, those people are out there, like, just calling the police on random black kids for selling water.
Yeah, well, and they definitely had that lady. It's like, this guy thinks he's, allowed to talk to people.
I think we might have an Amber Alert situation.
How dare he?
Yeah, fuck that bitch. I hope she chokes on something. Anyways, so I'm going through my notes. Most of them are actually answered by the fact that they tell you that the whole thing was a big plot at the very end. Because my big question was, well, if the magic's in the hand, he doesn't have. How does he keep pulling out these toys to prove to people that he's who he says he is? Like, where are these toys coming from? Or more importantly, how does he, in the middle of the jail,
I know, right?
begin the jailhouse rock musical number where he turns everyone into a member of his band?
It's so hammy. He's like working with the hookers in the cell next to him. They become the dancing backup singers.
I'm gonna be honest, that part of it was kind of like
it's a little weird.
They laid out every trope at that point. There was nothing nothing Christmas movie wise that could not be touched at that point. They'd already done it. That was it.
Yeah.
Which this whole thing also coincides with the fact that the young girl, the heroine of the story, is now at the North Pole and has come across
the O's.
Yes.
Which, like, they did kind of what they did with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They weren't, like, humanoids from another country. They became non-human kind of critter people, so we didn't have to deal with any.
Yes, and what I will say is they should have just made the movie around them. That's it.
No, see, I'm going to be honest. I did not have that feeling. Like, I've seen so many Minions and critters.
Yeah,
and
they all suck. My point was that I would have rather watched the movie about those critters. It could have been like a better version of Trolls centered around Christmas. Huh? Instead, they just jam them into this live-action movie.
Well, because you want to get the kids on board with something Minion-like, but, not all the adults want a movie that's just Minions, so...
Animated elves. Like...
They were cute.
Why did they not go the same route as Elf? Elf was the only one who's done it fairly decent. It doesn't take me out of, like, the world that we're in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of CGI in this movie, by the way.
There is. Oh, yeah.
Do we have any of the numbers and like how much of the budget was spent on getting Kurt Russell?
No, I'm assuming a lot.
All of the budget was Kurt Russell and the animators. That's
much.
it. That's the only thing anyone could have.
And then
paid
they're like,
for
"What do we
this.
have left? Let's just call those guys we know over at Hallmark. They'll let us borrow everything for a day, right?"
I almost forgot. So we got to go back for a minute.
Okay.
We're in the jailhouse rock scene.
Yes.
Where Kurt Russell is singing "It's Christmas Time, Pretty Baby" in the jailhouse. With instruments he just provided for everybody in there, and there's lights and a show, and he's playing piano, and just Jerry Lee Lewis in this thing.
Right.
There is the moment where they out South Park.
Okay.
One of my favorite moments in South Park is where Cartman's forming his Christian band.
Uh-huh.
And he tells Token to just go and grab a bass guitar.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, why do you think I have a bass guitar? Token, you're black. Of course you have a bass guitar. Go in your basement and grab the bass guitar. He's like, and so he does, whatever he does. It's like, wow, dude, it's amazing. I have a bass guitar. He's like, all right, now I need you to slap a bass line for him. He's like, I don't know how to play a bass line. Token, do we have to do this again? You're black. Of course you can play bass.
That's awful.
Okay. But they totally do the same thing in this movie where he's like, he brings the two guitars for two guys that are in there that they're in pawn. And then there's a black guy sitting next to him that just mysteriously gets a trumpet. And he goes, what do I do with this? He's like, just play it. I don't know how to play trumpet. Like, just making the assumption that he's Louis Armstrong because he's the black guy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get that for that.
I mean, really, he would have been the drummer if everything was real.
Yeah, okay.
But the moment was just very like, okay. You're gonna go for the joke. You got to go for the joke.
Well, they went for all the jokes. They were all the Christmas song puns. You better not pout. You better not cry.
Absolutely, puns everywhere.
And sleigh bells ring. Are you listening?
Yeah. So I think my favorite parts are like literally all of the like Santa's going crazy bits.
Well, I mean,
he's even got a couple maniacal laughter moments.
He was playing kind of straight. Like,
No.
I know I'm not crazy.
He was playing Captain Ron, Christmas edition. Okay? And that is the only
I can't
thing.
unsee it now.
And that is the only thing that saves this movie.
That's
is that
amazing.
Kurt Russell is charming as hell. And he's hilarious.
This is
just,
true.
Just him being
Oh my God.
a snarky, handsome older guy.
That is hilarious. I did not make that connection.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay.
What did you think about the costumery?
I like the costume.
Since you know that's something you'd like to talk
yeah,
about.
no, they I like the direction they went with his costume, and they made so many jokes about why does everybody think Santa's fat? I'm not fat. I take care of myself, and
I mean, I
think-
guess, anyone who eats over 1 million cookies in a night, you assume he'd be fat, but nope, not this guy.
apparently he's doing CrossFit up there in the North Pole.
Well, he makes a joke about you go to the gym, you stay off the sugars, and this is what you get.
Yeah.
There was plenty of that.
Oh yes.
Okay, so you get through the whole movie, and they save Christmas in the final moments. He's only got an hour left, and they do it just the three of them.
Right.
They couldn't be done, but they managed to do it.
Because there's a man up message in there, which I was kind of surprised that was where they went with that.
Because, Pierce's see it through. See, what's funny is because their name's Pierce, and he hands him a knife.
Yeah, I guess. I
And,
can see
you
that.
can pierce somebody
Is that
with a
another
knife.
One of the puns.
I'm assuming.
Okay, fair enough. But no, it was very like, all right, dude, like man up, do the thing, and they do. So there you go.
There's another bait and switch. He thought it was about the girl, but really it was about the boy.
Yeah. I just didn't expect that. I thought we were gonna keep it. Very,
Well, and how do they tell us that the whole thing was a ruse?
because he's Santa Claus.
No, because at the end of the movie, he hands the boy his Santa hat. He's like, wait, don't you need this? The Christmas magic? And then he looks behind him and he levitates the sleigh. Like, come on.
Come on.
Wait, then that means
on.
the whole. Oh, they give you the finger wag, and
That's so funny.
it's something.
It was something. It was absolutely something. And then, we wrap it all up in a nice big Christmas bow.
They go inside and.
Santa's just fixed the whole thing up.
Yeah, like mom's happy, the greatest Christmas ever, because they decorated the house just like dad would have.
Mm-hmm.
She got the skateboard that she wanted. And he got, what did he get, Liz? He
got a chance.
Because he apparently wrote Santa this year, too.
That's right. He needed to say one more thing to his dad. Needed that closure.
Needed that closure. Santa couldn't bring his dad back, but he got him that ornament that
Yep.
said that let dad talk to him.
Yep. There you
So
go.
they could tell each other they were proud.
There you go.
It was really all a movie about that boy believing in himself.
Apparently.
So he didn't continue boosting cars. Can we address the fact that he's a fucking criminal? Like, this is not like a bad kid. He was stealing cars. That seems like it's beyond bad kid. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Anyway, so they wrap it up in a nice little. And I'm not gonna lie, this movie was pretty awful to me. And I definitely cried a bunch of times in it. There was great emotional moments.
There's some moments.
And I'm just in my old age. Like, I cry more. Like, if there's just like
You're
a
a
little.
parent now. Like you get the feels because you've got a kid.
Liz, my kid was a cat for the first 2 years.
That doesn't mean she's not still a
I
kid.
liked my cat, but like, my point is like, am I really that like? Do I have that much emotion?
It's in there somewhere.
I guess. I don't get it. So, anyways, you have any final thoughts on this year Christmas movie?
I saw it 3 times.
Is it worth the price of admission? Miss watched it 3 times.
I think it's pretty watchable. If
She kept
you
trying to
can
get
put
me to
up
watch
with Hallmark movies.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What's that?
Yeah, so let's get petty here in the last couple moments of it.
Like we haven't been petty. Okay.
We haven't been. We're talking about this movie. We're just trying to spread the
let me
word
get
about it.
my glass here so I can do the Kermit the Frog.
I haven't thrown up
tea.
yet, so granted I failed miserably at my challenge because I talk too much. I can't actually drink the milk,
It's probably
drink the
okay.
eggnog. Okay, so here's the thing. You know what I want for Christmas?
What do you want?
That thing that happened last week. I want Goldie Hawn to have her original face.
Oh, we're going there. Okay.
Look, folks. So they do a big reveal. You keep talking about Mrs. Claus, and then they walk, and then in walks this Mrs. Claus character, and you only see the back until she does the turnaround. She's talking to him, and then who is it?
Oh, snap! It's Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn was more frightening than any of the trolls in the movie to look at.
Oh, that's so brutal. She's had some work done.
Like too much work. Can we just get Goldie Hawn? She used to be so cute.
It's not.
And then she just.
She did not age as gracefully as.
This is why you need to tell your daughters they're beautiful.
Yeah. For
no other reason than that they don't look like Goldie Hawn someday.
It's rough. It's real rough.
Is that why? Or is she? Did you get confirmation? Is she divorced from Kurt Russell?
I don't think they're. I mean, I don't think that's why. I think it happened.
Look, if I were Kurt Russell, I would have divorced Goldie Hawn and found a sweet piece of ass, because I'd be Kurt Russell, be Snake Plissken.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
And who doesn't want to be Snake Plissken, Liz?
Fair freaking enough.
Mm-hmm. You're Wikipediaing this and you still haven't found it, huh?
Well, no, they're giving me some other crap.
We don't want the other crap.
Oh no, there's still a couple.
Well, good for them. Good for you, Kurt Russell, for being able to put up with that troll of a wife that you have.
Oh, that's rough.
If I ever meet Kurt Russell, I'm going to feel so bad about saying that too. Not because I don't believe it, but because I love Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
It said snake. No step on snake.
No step on snake.
Anyways, so we will we'll ring this in as the last episode of 2018, episode number 5, where we talk about the Christmas Chronicles. I hope everyone has a wonderful first week of 2019, and we'll see you next Monday. Peace.